What's up, everybody? Tomahawk Cards back again, and I have been MIA for quite a while, but I promise, got a lot of new cards still rolling in. I just really haven't been ripping a whole lot lately just because everything's been so expensive, and the last few PSA orders I've gotten back have been pretty brutal. There's been 5s and 6s mixed in on cards that should have been 9 and 10, so didn't even show those. Just kind of rolled past it, but as promised earlier in the season, so we came out with a video before the season started with the top 20 cards that I personally own, and then at the All-Star break we updated that list, and then I said I would send out one for the end of the year, well, into the regular season, but we're into the playoffs now, so I actually narrowed it down to just the top 10 just because cards 11 through 20 are so hard to decide which one goes where. So we narrowed it down to just the top 10. There's 6 cards that remain the same, but the top 4 cards are all brand new cards that I have not shown on here yet. So we are going to get into it. We've got the Phillies playing right now. Kyle Schwarber literally just hit a leadoff bomb off Kodai Senga, and I'm rooting for the Mets. I can't believe I would ever say those words, but also can't root for Philly. And Philly's already been there before, so kind of want to see a new team. And plus, I do like Pete Alonso. But anyway, let's get into this. Coming in at number 10, shown this one before, but it's the Orange Refractor Brooks Robinson auto. Picked this up right after he passed away, and this was one of my dad's favorite players growing up, so I've always been a fan. And this is numbered out of just 25. Unfortunately, did come back a PSA 9. Speaking of Bryce Harper and the Phillies, we've got his All-Star Game auto. These red ones are numbered out of 10. Picked this up on eBay a while back, and Bryce Harper autos are actually kind of tough to come by, so this one's always been sweet to me. And fun story, I actually went to the Braves game. Gosh, was that last weekend? Guess that would have been last weekend already, but they're playing the Royals. Bobby Witt, of course, sat out. He's played every game all year, but it's game 161, and they decided to sit him out, but went early, caught batting practice, so Ozzie Albies hits the ball in the left field. I ran over just a couple of seats. There's nobody around me. Caught it on the fly, and then about an hour later, Bobby Witt's sitting in the dugout, so me and my brother ran over there and kind of hung out, literally about 10 feet behind them. The Royals started doing a live batting practice, which I've never seen before, and a bunch of kids got Bobby Witt's attention, so I was able to give that ball to Bobby Witt, and he signed it for me, which is pretty sick. And I actually talked to him for a little bit, which is pretty cool. Meeting Bobby Witt, he's a great player. And this is his rookie auto, as we've shown before. These greens are numbered to 99, as you can see up top there. Bought it raw off eBay, sent it myself, and this was back when PSA used to actually dish out 10s. Now they give out 8s and lower, so cool card there. Same thing with this one. Bought this raw off eBay, graded it myself. I didn't see anything wrong with this, so I'm kind of surprised it's not a 10, but I'll still take a Mike Trout auto, PSA 9 out of 5 any day of the week. Really hope this guy comes back healthy next year and gives us at least one last good season, get his prices back up a little bit. There's a cool video online with him and Josh Young where they're both big collectors, and we can see kind of what he PCs. It's pretty cool. Picked this up at last year's National, and I think this guy's prices have just gone out the roof. I mean, 50-50. He's got his first playoff game later tonight, and he says he's ready to go, so really interested to see what he can do in the playoffs. There's even talks, I don't know if it's just rumors or if it's true, but there's talks that he could be pitching in the playoffs if the Dodgers need him, because I think their starting pitching is kind of struggling a little bit. So could be pretty interesting to see what could happen there. Next up, this was actually, I think, my number 1 card in my last 2 videos, but the 4 cards before it now, all the new additions have topped this, but same card as the Bryce Harper, but it's the Griffey, and it's a 10. And this is, I know I've said it before, but this is one card that I will never get rid of. It will be with me until the day I go. So I picked up, let's see, I picked up one of these cards on the app VeriSwap, and I had downloaded this app probably over a year ago. Kind of played around with it. Didn't really seem like a whole lot of people used it, so I deleted it. And then recently I re-downloaded it, and I've done 3 trades now, including this card I bought. You can actually just offer people straight cash. So I bought this one on there, and I've done 3 other trades. It's actually a pretty cool app. So I traded my Albert Pujols that used to be, I think, in the number 2 spot in my last 2 videos, but I traded it for this Topps Chrome triple auto. So you got Ronald Acuna, Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley, and these are numbered out of 10. And I'm pretty sure, I haven't seen the odds, but I know these are super tough pulls, and I don't know how many different like combinations they make. So these are extremely rare. Any Braves fan would love to have this. Hate to part ways with our Pujols auto, but man, when I saw this and the guy sent me the offer, I could not refuse it. So that's coming in at number 4. This one I picked up at this year's National. It is the Ronald Acuna rookie debut black PSA 10, but these are numbered out as 67. This is coming in at number 3. I'm really hoping this guy's ready for opening day next year. You know, the Braves only played 6 innings all year with our opening day lineup, so it was just a rough season, and I'm hoping we get spoiled next year to make up for it. This next one was a funny story. I actually saw this on eBay. Sent the seller an offer. He found me on Instagram. We started talking, and it turns out this guy lived in Florida. I was going to Florida that same weekend. We were both going to the same college football game. So I met him outside the Florida Gator football stadium and picked this up from him. I've always wanted a Hank Aaron. And when I saw this on eBay, man, a freaking PSA 10, Topps Heritage, got part of the bat there, hand number to 25. I mean, this one checks all the boxes. And you won't really find many cards cooler than this one. And coming in at number 1, I also picked this up recently after the National, the Hank Aaron rookie card. It is a PSA 1, but the value on these has just gone up over the last few years. So I figured it's time to snag one, hold on to it for a while, and see what the prices are up to in a couple of years. I mean, this card is, what, 70 years old now? So, I mean, imagine what it can do in just another 10 to 20 years. Of one of the greatest players of all time. I know I posted to my Instagram, there's some really cool stats with Hank Aaron. You know, not only is he the all-time leader in RBIs, but he's also the all-time leader in total bases. And if you take away all 755 home runs that Hank Aaron hit, he would still have 3,000 hits, that's absolutely mind-blowing. I don't even think there's anybody in the game right now that's on pace to come in at 3,000 hits. So just crazy stats from guys. So these are my top 10. These are all really nice cards. Get locked away up in the slab case. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.